Hi, welcome back to another one chart lesson. Today, by special request, we are doing Every Night by Jon and Roy, which is a nice jaunty little finger picking song. As you just heard, it clips along at a fairly decent pace. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a capo on our 4th fret. So all our chords are nice, easy open shapes. And we're going to go through this picking pattern. I've watched a live video of this guy playing this very thing, and he makes it through until the 2nd verse, and then he starts strumming. So really what you've got to do is get the picking down for the 1st verse and the intro and the little bit that comes after that 1st verse, and then he starts to strum. I'll show you where when it comes in. Download your one chart. Let's get started. It's A minor, F, and the way he plays it, he uses a bar chord on the F. So you can do an F and adjust your finger picking pattern for a normal F or even an F/C, but the way he plays it, to get that E string included in that F chord, is a bar chord shape. So A minor, F, then a C/G, which is a C with a G bass note on it. So you move your finger over like that, and then he plays an E and changes it very quickly to an E7 to get back to the start of the chord pattern, right? So the finger picking pattern is a Travis picking style. It's tabbed out on your chart there, so take it very slowly and watch the strings you're playing. You're beginning on the A minor, you're playing the open A string with your thumb, then straight away you're moving your thumb over to the D string, 2nd fret, A minor chord again, and picking the B string with either your 1st or 2nd finger. So I like to use my 2nd finger, so that leaves my 1st finger available for the G string in between those 2 strings. And you do that A string, then D and B strings together. Come back to the A string with your thumb again, then 1st finger on the G string, 2nd fret, thumb on the 2nd fret, D string. So it's... Now that's a really basic Travis picking style of finger picking, so you want to just get used to that for a little bit. Get comfortable with that. And then we're going to move to the F. And the same sort of thing. We start on the E string, and then straight away your thumb moves over to 3rd fret D string. So when you do a Travis picking pattern right, you'll end up feeling this rhythm going with your thumb. If you feel that, then you've got it down. So when we go to the F, you only get a chance to do it once because that F chord is only held for 2 beats, so it's... And then you're straight into the C. Now, the C, we're going to start with our thumb on the E string, on the G note. Alright, for 4 beats we're on that C/G. Then you move to the E. On that very last note, you're going to lift your finger off the D string and turn that E into an E7. So you go... and then you're back to the A minor. So here's that pattern all the way through, nice and slowly, starting on the A minor. F, C, E, E7. Back to the A minor. F, C, E, E7. And then back to the start. Oh, So once you've mastered that little finger picking pattern and you can play that through nice with that really groovy kind of sort of swung feel that he's got. That's pretty much the most challenging part of that song. Then it moves on to it follows that pattern through the first verse. Repeat that progression of chords 4 times for a verse. Then we move into a little kind of interlude before he heads into the second verse, which is where you hear that part. Now, I've tabbed that out and just put the chords above it. So if you wanted to try and play it, it's right there. It's not hard. It's quite a nifty little line, very syncopated. Then we move into another verse again, but that's where he starts strumming. To get that strumming, it's a 16th note pattern, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Your 1, 2, 3, 4 should always be on the downbeat. With a 16th note pattern, your ands will always be on the downbeat as well. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And then what you're doing is you're just leaning heavily on some of those downstrokes. Okay? And moving through those chords. That strumming continues through for the whole rest of the song. The bridge is where we run into a few different chords, and it starts on the G, goes to a C, then an E7, I'm out for your love, back again to the G, and on quite a few occasions he uses a G7 on the G. It doesn't matter whether you play a G or a G7 there, but I hear him do a G7 now and then. And you do that through 3 times, and on the 4th time, instead of going to the A minor, you go G, C, E7, back to the G, and then back into the original chord progression. Run through that chord progression twice, then runs into that last verse, which is kind of like a double verse. He goes on for quite a while. Run through that chord progression 7 times, like it says on your chart, and on the 8th time you go A minor, G, C, and that's how he finishes it. Like I said, you can actually try and pick that all the way through, but he does, when I watch the live version, he does definitely start strumming at the beginning of the 3rd verse, where it says on your chart, strumming. Okay, so I've made it as simple as possible. Hopefully that's easy for you to follow. The challenge will be just to get that finger picking pattern and the chord changes fast and clean. But good luck with it. Let me know if you have any issues. I'm always here to help. And thank you for watching and subscribing and supporting the channel. And we'll see you here again soon.